Napoleon Dynamite 4, Napoleon is Dead, by the Pete Peterson Experience. Author's note. First of all, I love Napoleon Dynamite, and I sleep with a Napoleon stuffed animal, so I decided I'll kill someone off if they're not going, "Is my first Shirezek fanfiction." Evil Andy is the property of the Pete Peterson Experience. Use him without permission, I'll have the fanfiction administration gut you. You shit kickers. Turn back if you can't handle really gory stories. Napoleon Dynamite and Pedro were at the school. "We gotta find Ricardo's locker. We need those action figures," Napoleon said in a nerd accent. Amigo, I need to tell you something," Pedro said. "Save it for later, Pedro. We need to find the magic wizard and the door." "Sorry, amigo. This can't wait, but I got to go away. Far away," Pedro said. "Pedro, you honky!" Napoleon screamed at Pedro. Pedro jogged away. He saw a liger in the sky, charging towards them. "What?" Napoleon said. A liger bit Napoleon. "Ow," Napoleon said. "You frickin' bit me. Gosh." He groveled in pain on the ground. "Ah ha 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 ha," Evil Inspector Andy said as he got out of his liger. "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Napoleon asked, mildly scared. "What the f*** do you know of my inner rage and pain and suffering, wanker?" "I asked you first," Napoleon added. "You dumbass nerd motherfucker," Andy said as he took out a switchblade and threw it at Napoleon. He cut off Napoleon's ears. "Ow!" Napoleon screamed as blood gushed from his ears. "You cut off my fucking ears! Gosh, that freaking hurt!" "Hey, geek stink breath, go breathe on yourself," Annie said. He took out a saw and cut off Napoleon's fingers on the bloody arm. "Oh God," Napoleon said as he looked at the lacerated fingers. Andy started to chuckle. "Funny, I didn't think you believed in God," Andy said. "I just thought nerds worship pagan gods, such as Gollum." Napoleon fell back to the ground. Andy took out an axe. "Any last words, Napoleon?" "Yeah, f*** you," Napoleon said. He didn't say much more as his head was decapitated by the axe. Blood spewed out of his corpse. Andy got in the liger and took the liger-destroyed headless Napoleon's body. His body was torn up like a meat in a blender. Deb and Kip came rushing to the graveyard. "Where's Napoleon?" she asked Andy. "You're looking at his remains." Deb looked at the ground and saw pieces of Napoleon everywhere, not to mention his decapitated head.
"You bastard!"
she said. "Thank you," Andy said as he went on the liger and flew away. "Well, that sucks," Kip said. The next day, a small funeral was held for Napoleon. Everyone was there except for Napoleon, who buried. "I'm sad about what happened to Napoleon," Pedro said after the funeral. "Why'd you do it, Pedro?" Uncle Rico asked. "Do what?" Pedro asked. "Abandon Napoleon. Why did you do it?" "Listen here, I didn't have a choice. He was going to kill me. Now tell me, amigo, if someone was going to kill you, you would abandon your best friend to save yourself, right?" Pedro said angrily, but Uncle Rico didn't have an answer. He just stared off into the sun. To end.